Next is a very important topic called recursion. It is a 4-mark question in the model question paper. So a function can call itself and that process is called as recursion. For example, we can represent 4 factorial as 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, and also we could represent 4 factorial like 4 into 3 factorial. So this means that factorial of a number can be expressed as factorial of its own form. That is 4 factorial is represented as a factorial of 3 factorial into 4. So let's write n factorial is equal to n into n minus 1 factorial. So we're going to declare a function called as factorial, and inside the main function we are declaring two variables n and f. The number is scanned into n and we're going to call the function using f is equal to fact n. So now the control is passed to this, and let us assume that n is equal to 5. So n gets the value 5. So it is going to check if n is equal to 0, then it will return 1. If n is equal to 1, again it is going to return 1. Else return n star factorial of n minus 1. So this is where recursion is going to come. So we saw that n is equal to, n factorial is equal to n star n minus 1 factorial. So that is what is written here, and this fact means that the function called fact is called again. So this means that when it reaches here, it will call the function factorial again, and then it is going to check if that number falls into any of these categories. Again factorial is called and it keeps on calling as a loop till n is equal to 1 is n counter. So this is the example of factorial. So return n star fact n minus 1 means if suppose n is equal to 5, it means that factorial of 5 is calculated. So return 5 into factorial of n minus 1 is 4. So factorial 4 means now that function factorial 4 is called. So return where n will be 4 into factorial of n minus 1 is factorial of 3. Again factorial of 3 is called, and this keeps on going until it reaches factorial of 1. So once it reaches factorial of 1, it is going to return the value 1. You can see here if n is equal to 1, then it is returned here as return 1. So this is when an actual value is going to be now start to return. So factorial 1 will return the value 1. So this will become 2 into 1. So 2 into 1 you will get 2. So factorial 2 will return the value 2. Then it will go to factorial of 3 where it will be 3 into factorial of 2 which is 2. So you get 3 into 2, it is going to return the value 6. It will go up. So 4 into factorial of 3, factorial of 3 is 6. So 4 into 6 you get 24, and then next step 5 into 24. Factorial of 4 is 24. So that is calculated, and finally we will get the result 120, and that value will be now returned because here there is a final return n into factorial of n minus 1. So the value 120 will be returned to the main calling function. The advantages of using recursion is that it will reduce the time complexity and it also adds clarity to the code. But remember, factorial is just to understand the program better, but it is not used for such simple programs. Generally, it is used for complex programs. It reduces into smaller logical parts. But there are some disadvantages for using recursion. First thing, you will require a lot of memory space to store all the values. You can see that at every stage, this factorial is storing the values and it has to go for every step like that. And also it can become slower than iteration. Iteration means you can use a loop like for loop or while loop or any such loop like that. And that is actually more feasible while you're going to do simple programs.